From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Governor Kristi Noem will deliver the annual budget address today. The governor will outline her budget priorities, which will help set the tone for the upcoming legislative session. The Republican governor is already warning lawmakers to stick to a tight budget. Noem says that's because revenues are going back to normal. Since the pandemic, the federal government has pumped over $10 billion into the state. Noem's cautionary remarks are directed toward the large number of new lawmakers who have taken office since the pandemic. Meade County sheriffs made a drug bust early Monday. Amy Rose has the story.
The Meade County Sheriff's Office arrested 4 people Monday morning following a drug bust. Law enforcement responded to a suspicious vehicle call near the Valley Market store in Piedmont at approximately 5 o'clock a.m. yesterday morning. Meade County Sheriff's deputies began an investigation into suspected impaired driving. The driver indicated he was traveling from Kentucky to Wyoming and was on his way to Kentucky. Following the investigation, 4 people were arrested for multiple charges involving the possession of a significant amount of controlled substances. They included 2 men and a woman from Kentucky and a Georgia man.
In news from the nation and the world, Israel's military is pushing deeper south into Gaza after calling for more evacuations in the southern portion of the enclave. Israel intends to wipe out the territory's Hamas rulers. The war has already killed more than 15,000 Palestinians and displaced over 3/4 of Gaza's 2.3 million residents, who are running out of safe places to go. Israel says it targets Hamas operatives and blames civilian casualties on the militants, accusing Hamas of operating in residential neighborhoods. The United States, Qatar, and Egypt, which mediated an earlier ceasefire, say they are working on a longer truce. But hopes for another temporary truce faded after Israel recalled its negotiators home over the weekend. A former career diplomat has been accused of spying for Cuba. Amy Rose explains.
The Justice Department says a former American diplomat who served as U.S. ambassador to Bolivia has been charged with serving as a covert agent for Cuba's intelligence services since at least 1981. Newly unsealed court papers allege that Manuel Rocha engaged in clandestine activity on Cuba's behalf for decades, including by meeting with Cuban intelligence operatives. The complaint was filed in federal court in Miami and includes charges of acting as an illegal agent of a foreign government and other crimes. He appeared in court Monday afternoon and will remain held until a bond hearing Wednesday.
Former Vice President Al Gore says don't trust the oil and gas industry to report their actual carbon pollution, and he adds that the man running the United Nations climate talks runs one of the dirtiest oil companies out there. The Nobel Prize-winning climate activist, author, and filmmaker blasted Sultan Al-Jaber, the president of the United Nations climate talks, who is also president of the national oil company of the host nation, United Arab Emirates. Gore says Al-Jaber's ADNOC is one of the largest and dirtiest oil companies in the world. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mostly cloudy and 53. Low tonight, 44. And that was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jaquess. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.